What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for joining Zab Dart yet again for another episode, baby. So look, today I was going through some of my old videos, and y'all should probably see those uploaded soon. But I wanted to react today to what I think is one of my most underrated videos. Right, this video only got 27 views, but I think this video shares some of the most important knowledge when it comes to getting in through this life in general. So we're gonna react to it today. The video is called Life is about perspective. Change your view on life. I wonder if I change the title if it'll make it get more views. But look, we're just gonna go ahead and react to it and see what's up. And let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments down below. 'Cause this is a fam, your vids and everything are tough. I know one day you finna make it big. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people sending the love, bro. All right. All right, y'all. Welcome to the studio. Back in the studio. Thank you for joining us Day After Dark yet again. Today we got some content. All right. So from now on, these videos are about to get. From now on, these videos are about to get real. They're about to get really real. So today we got an interesting topic. All right. We're gonna be talking about perspective today, and we're not gonna be talking about the quality kind of
Just
crazy. We're gonna be talking about it on a big scale. So the 360, bro.
inspiration for this
There
video
we
here,
go.
I saw a quote. I saw a quote recently, and the quote said, "Changing the way you view things from why is this happening to me to what is this trying to teach me is a life. It was life changing."
I want to give backstory on this video. All right, this video was uploaded 9 months ago, August 12th, 2024. So a little backstory about this video. I was going through something mentally during this period, right? And I'm gonna exit the video real quick. Show love to the channel. We've been going crazy. Um, let me see. So I took a month break from recording. So I was uploading like once every 2 months. Hold on, no. Yeah. 10 months ago, 9 months ago, 8 months ago, 6 months. Like I was not very consistent. And I was struggling to be consistent because there was something I was going through that I was really like fighting, not falling under the pressure of. And this video, recording this video really helped me to get through that. And that quote really helped me to get through that. So that's really why I made this video in the first place. And this video
It it shifted me off my mood a little bit.
did a lot
But
for
when
me.
I read that quote, it almost
Oh, I talked
was
about it.
life changing, and that really resonated with me when I heard it because I was going. I wouldn't say I was going through something, but I had some things in my mind, and it threw me. It shifted me off my mood a little bit. But when I read that quote, it almost instantly brought me back to life because I was
Shout out to Young Zay. I still look like a baby, but like in this video, y'all look like an infant, yo.
able to view
For
it
real.
and think of it in a different way. So my perspective of the whole situation changed, and that helped me get through it and overcome it because I wasn't thinking, okay,
I still didn't get through it after this video. I did a lot better with it, but I still was struggling with that
why is this
situation.
happening to me? Why am I going through this? It made me realize, okay, the reason why I'm going through this is because of this. And if I want to feel any better about it, to would be to avoid this happening in the future. And that
Facts.
excitement of learning this new thing helped me to get through it with ease because that feeling was really good for me, really comforting to
It really did at the time when I had that realization, that kind of awakening. It really helped me get through it a lot because it gave me hope that all I need to do in the future is just make that adjustment, make sure that I don't allow these things to happen to me again, that I don't fall victim to these kind of things.
know that okay, I made that realization. I can avoid this type of mistake in the future. All right, so I want to get into one of the main points of this video. I want to talk about the power of perception, right? So what I mean by perception, so perception is the way that you kind of interpret something, the way you perceive information, the way you take in information or take in anything really. So I want to talk about how perspective can play a big part in the way you perceive things, the way you receive information, the way you enjoy certain things. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in multiple different ways, the way that you perceive things or the perspective that you have on certain things change a lot of things, a lot of outcomes, a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. Different things could change depending on how the perspective that you put on things, right? So for starters, let's imagine that two different people are attending an event, right? So imagine it's an event full of opportunity. There's mentors,
That
different
Sprite was mad good. I remember.
speakers, whatever the
I ain't
case
gonna
may be.
lie.
I can't really put a name on it, but there's some sort of event. Two people are at the event.
I
Both
still
of them,
have
let's
that.
say
Hold
both of
on.
them are nervous. Both of them are nervous about being there, whatever. Both of them are nervous. Both of them never done anything like this before, but both of them want the same thing. You got guy number one. He goes, "Man, I'm nervous. I don't know if I could talk to anybody. I've never done anything like this before. This is new for me. I'm kind of scared. What what he's going through all these emotions and all these things in his head, right? Guy number two is just as nervous. He's just as nervous as guy number one, except he has a different way of viewing the whole situation. Yes, he's nervous and he knows that he's nervous, but he sees this is a great. He says, "Okay, I've never done anything like this before. This is exciting. This is a new experience." First switch number one, we switched it from I've never done anything like this before. I don't know if I could do it. To now, we change the perspective and the mindset to I've never done anything like this before. I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to do it for the first time. This is going to be a new experience, something to put under my belt, something new to try to get comfortable with, get me out of my comfort zone, expand my kind of plethora of skills or my skill set, whatever, right? So we already made that first shift in mindset just based on changing the perspective. We both have the same feeling and the same emotion towards it, except we both changed our perspective and what it could do for us. Guy number one, number two, after he said he's nervous, he doesn't know if he could do this. Guy number one, he also says that last time he tried to speak to somebody or tried to approach somebody, it didn't go very well. He was very
What's up with
he
this,
came
eh?
off aggressive or he came off nervous, whatever the case may
I
be.
was my aura was
Whatever
pulsating
happened
for
in his
real.
past experience that scarred him, he's now using that to try to hold himself back from new experiences and experiencing new things and trying new things, right? Which you can't do. You can't use your past as an excuse to withhold you from future experiences. If there's anything I learned recently in life, and if you really think about it,
I just want to appreciate myself for a minute. Give myself some props. I have been giving y'all, I've been sharing my personal experience and every lesson I've learned from the moment I started this journey, really. Y'all, I giving it to y'all for free, man. Y'all gotta appreciate it. This is true gems, and y'all will understand this in life at some point.
you will understand exactly where I'm coming from. In life, there is literally nothing stopping you from doing anything. Really think about that for a second before I break it down and explain it. There's literally nothing stopping you from doing anything. There's nothing stopping you from doing whatever you want. Think about that for a few seconds, all right?
Yeah, that Sprite was hitting.
All right, Zay, what do you mean by that? What do you mean there's nothing stopping me from doing whatever I want? Turn around to your nearest, whatever is near you. What is stopping me from punching this wall as hard as I can and punching a hole into this wall? Nothing. Nothing is stopping me from doing it. If I want to, I could do it. There's nothing. There's literally nothing stopping me except for okay. If I really be smart about it, I could think okay, that's not a good idea because I know what's gonna happen if I do that. My hand's gonna hurt. There's gonna be a hole in the wall that's gonna cost money to replace it. These are things that come logically after the thought. But if we're thinking about the thought itself, there's literally nothing stopping me from doing it. As crazy as this may sound, if I literally walk outside right now, if I wanted to, I could jump over the balcony with there will be nothing physically withholding me from jumping over the balcony.
Facts.
Only thing stopping me is my mind.
I remember I dropped a clip of this on Instagram, and somebody in the comments, what did he say? Let me see if I could. No, I don't. I'm not gonna look for it, but he said something about that being stupid. But it's facts though.
And that's not stopping me physically, but it's the thoughts that are stopping me from proceeding in whatever action I
I was
want
like,
to
I
do.
got my first
You
hater.
can
Let's
prove this
go.
to yourself in much.
If you have 0 haters, get more. Get a hater. Get your first hater. Seriously. If you don't have no haters, then that's how I know you're not living life the way that you want to. That's how I feel about it. Because people only hate on people who do things that they themselves weren't able to accomplish. So if somebody feels like they're living a lie, if they see that you're living in your truth, they're gonna hate on you. Simple as that. So if you're whining about having 5 haters, what did Cat Williams say? Figure out how you could get 20 by the time summer comes.
Less extreme manners. Um, when it comes to approaching people, when it comes to uh just trying something new, there's really nothing physically stopping you. It's all your mind stopping you, setting barriers. But realistically, you can do whatever you want. I can walk outside and go punch somebody if I wanted to. There's nothing physically stopping me
Facts though.
other than me knowing the consequences that come behind it. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because I want y'all to understand that you cannot use your past experiences.
Y'all ever say a word so many times that it stops sounding like a word? That's exactly what happened to me right here. I said
I'm saying all
experiences
this
so much in this video that it didn't make any sense.
because I want y'all to understand that you cannot use your past experiences. You cannot use your past experiences to give you an excuse to stop you from, you know, trying new things or trying the same thing again, expecting the same results. A lot of people you tend to use that as an excuse. Oh, my past this, last time this, I had this experience, whatever. Yes, you had that, but that is not stopping you from doing it again and learning from it. The only thing you can do about your past experiences is look at them and use them as a way to learn what you should do, what you shouldn't do, things like that. Experience is the best teacher, teaches you a lot. So that's the only way you should be using your past. You should be using your past to excel you, push you forward. That's the only way you should be using your past to affect your present or your future, right? Now, I'm saying all this because guy number one is using his past experience of talking to people or approaching people and saying, man, there's no way I could do this. Last time I tried, it went so horribly wrong. Guy number two, he says, man, last time I did this, it didn't go so well, but this is a great chance to redeem myself. Do you
Facts.
see the two shifts in mindsets? The way that guy number one is viewing it versus the way guy number two is viewing it. They both have the same feelings towards said subject, yet they're responding to it differently because they have a different perspective on the situation. Guy number one has a very negative perspective, while guy number two keeps it positive. This is a mindset shift that isn't super easy to make, but with training, daily training throughout the day, you can make these shifts and you can train your mind to think like this. It's not hard to do. It all People think that it's something you have to learn in one way. It starts from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you're faced with different decisions during the day. You have a choice to think either negatively or positively multiple times throughout the day. The way to train your mind to think positively is by forcing yourself to make that mindset switch.
I still say this, bro. People think there's a specific training you have to do. It's not. The little micro decisions you make from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep literally can affect the whole way you think as a person. It's so crazy. It's almost hard to believe in a way, but it's true.
Whenever these kind of opportunities come up. Now another thing. So we're talking. I've been talking about them being at the event or being in said situation, right? But really, this all could start before they even get to the event. Prior to going to the event, we have two people who could portray the situation two different ways. We could have guy number one still with his negative mindset saying, man, I'm so nervous to do this. I never done this before. This is just bound to be a wreck. This is bound to go wrong, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, great. We're happy that he's giving it a shot and he's attempting it, but think about what he just drilled in his mind prior to even going to the event. Then we got guy number two, same thing. He's nervous. He has never done anything like this before. Yet he's saying it's a perfect chance for me to work on new skills and really get myself out there. Positive perspective. He's looking at it as a positive thing. And whenever you trick your mind, or it's not even a trick, whenever you train your mind to think positively versus negatively, these come with different reactions and different emotions that naturally get sent throughout you, right? Whenever you have this negative perspective, I've never done anything like this before, this is bound to go wrong. Your brain and your mind and your body is going to respond completely different to the situation, completely different, because now you're kind of got this armor, this shield trying to protect you from getting hurt, protect you from going through that past experience yet again. But when you have the positive mindset, whenever you have the positive mindset, like guy number two, now the feelings that are inside of you are excitement. You're excited to try something new. You have excitement. You're looking forward to it. So now that's the kind of feelings that are coming out. So you would now are attacking the situation with a completely different mindset, which is going to give you completely different results every single time. This is why perspective is so important in so many different ways. Now let's step away from the event for a second, right? Let's go into more real life examples where perspective plays um a big.
I think this is one of my best talks. Literally on my YouTube channel, I think this is one of my best talks. The way I managed to talk for 17 minutes straight with very little stutters and stops and get my point across and to always have information to flood you guys with, it shows how passionate I am about this specific topic, and also I think it helps the viewer to be able to visualize a lot better.
Big part. So let's say you just started going to the gym, whatever. You just your first time entering the gym, whatever. You got the negative mindset, you got the positive mindset. Guy number one, guy number two. They both got the same feelings, nervous about going to the gym. Except guy number one is saying, I hope people aren't gonna stare at me, think I'm an idiot, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want them to think I'm weak. Can I even get the weight up? Whatever. Guy number two has the same feeling of nervousness going into there, except he's saying, "Man, I wonder what's my limit? How much can I put? Can I lift? How heavy can I lift? I wonder how strong I am. I want to test my strength. Things like that. Positive versus negative mindset. When you have this guy number one going in there now, nervous, self conscious, worried about everything but lifting the weight. Then you got guy number two who's actually excited to see what he can do, wants to see how far he can push. Sees this as a new opportunity to learn something new, try something new. It's just about perspective. Again, another real life situation, approaching a woman. Let's say you're thinking about approaching a woman. We got guy number one and we got guy number two. We're gonna stick to the same concept, right? Guy number one, guy number two. They both want to approach a woman. They both have never done it before, or they aren't very good at it, they would say, right? But guy number one, he says, man, I feel like I want to go up there and get rejected. Nice guys always finish last, girls don't like nice guys, whatever, boom. So
Nice
now
guys
he's
always
going there
finish
with a sense
last.
of fear. He has that armor still trying to shield him or protect him from getting hurt, whatever the case may be. So that's how he's gonna react, and that's how he's gonna come off. He's gonna come off nervous, he's gonna come off scared, fearful, whatever. Guy number two, he's never done it before. He's never approached a woman, except he's going in there. He's like, man, let's see how this goes. This could be a good learning experience. Help me get my reps up so I can get better at social skills, and this is gonna create opportunities for me in the future. Much more positive way to look at it. So now his body's fueled more excitement because it just feels like there's so much more opportunity to come from just this one interaction. I could, what if she's a greater woman than I ever imagined? What if this just helps me get through my fear of approaching women or approaching individuals in general and working on my social skills? These are all positive ways to look at it. So when you view it positively, you are bound to respond to it more positively, and you come off much more, excited, confident about the situation. So perspective plays a very strong part in everything that we do. I've been saying this throughout the whole video, and I said it even in the beginning of the video. I was stating how you can view things as a failure, or you can view it as a learning experience, right? Naturally, as people, we are curious people. We like to learn. We like to experience new things.
Facts.
More times than not, some people aren't a fan of change or experiencing new things. but typically we like to see new things, try new things because it's just interesting to us, right? So whenever we shift the thought from okay, I failed, or this was a failure, I messed up, I didn't, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. If we can shift that to looking at it as a learning experience, that vastly changes the reaction that we have towards it, right? If I approach a woman and she says, let's say I approach a woman, right? After approaching a woman, she says, no, thank you, whatever. Cool, you go on about your day. You can now you can look at this two ways, and you can say, I failed, bro. Like she didn't want me. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm terrible. I don't ever want to try it again. Or you can say, well, that didn't go how I would have hoped, but it was a great learning experience because now I can look back and I can say, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm looking back at the situation, maybe I came off a little too aggressive. Maybe I came off too quick and kind of rushed in to try to shake her hand or something and made her uncomfortable. Maybe I was talking too fast; she could barely understand me. Maybe I need to slow it down, talk to her slower, whatever. Maybe I came up to her, hey, how's it going? My name is Zay, and I really think you're cute, and I would love to get to know you and get your number. Right? Too fast, too anxious. Maybe next time I want to go with a more smooth approach. Take it slow. Hey, how you doing? My name is Zay. I thought you were cute. Just wanted to introduce myself, right? See where it goes from there. I'm gonna try that next time. If that doesn't, maybe that'll help. And you just learn. You gotta just pick up new things and just learn from it. That's the only way you can grow. So when you look at it as a learning experience, you're much more likely to have a positive.
Zay's spitting right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Zay's spitting right now. I don't even got much to say. It makes me so proud to look back and just really see how far I've come. Seriously, it's so. I think this man right here is doing better. I would argue that he was doing better mentally than I am now, in a certain sense. And now I'm more spiritual when it comes to my relationship with God than I was back then. But from an intellectual standpoint, this guy was really hustling. Like he was really doing everything.
Positive response to it.
But
Now,
I don't know. That could be a personal point of view. Other people might see it differently. They might think I'm more successful now.
I really am trying to get some real life examples of these different videos, and I'm working on it. So hopefully we'll have some content like that in the near future. But I got some exciting things planned for y'all. I'm just working on it. But I hope this video was very easy to understand. I hope y'all got the point. I hope the message was clear. And share your thoughts about it in the comment section. Let me see what you think about it. And if you watch this video and you apply this to your life, hit me up on Instagram at Zay After Dark, or come back to this video's comment section and let me know how it's worked out for you, what kind of ways it has impacted your life, or tell me if I was talking about absolutely nothing and it was useless information. Just let me know. I appreciate y'all for joining me yet again.
Nah, this is one of them ones, bro. You was spitting. You was spitting. Yes, sir. Nah, yeah, this is fire. This is fire. I hope you guys learned something. Look, I highly recommend if you ever feel like you be struggling with that, go watch the original video. It's very good. Seriously, without my reaction, or you can watch it with my reaction from the perspective of almost a year later of what this has taught me. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Look at the hair now, bro. Oh boy, the hair. You can see the hair growth over time. Like it's crazy. And my hair is not even fully out right now. Normally it's like, you know. Appreciate y'all for joining me for another episode. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace out.